folks. I just did a little post on Facebook about a clouser because we're getting ready for the white bass to get going. So I figured I might as well show you how to tie one. Thread doesn't matter. Sometimes you'll use a bright colored thread, maybe red, black, whatever. But for the most part, you're going to cover all that up. So I'm going to start, well, I'm going to start and tie one of these on a number 10. It's just plain old streamer hook, or nymph hook, I guess. And I happen to like barbless. So, little bitty number 10 hook. And you gotta have gold bead chain eyes. That's what I like to tie them up with, mostly gold. I'm gonna start this by wrapping up the hook all the way down, come back up to, I don't know, 1/8 inch from the front of the hook. I've got gold bead chain. Get them anywhere. Pull them off your ceiling fan if you got them. You're going to put these on here, just a few laps, and it really helps if you don't cut these things, because trying to tie them on when it's just two of them, that's a pain in the ass. That makes it way easier to manage. Now I'm going to square these up by cross hatching and then go up underneath, do a figure 8, go around, go around, go around, go around. Square them up. You square them up by going back and forth to get up underneath it. It doesn't really matter if they turn on you. Alright, so then you run to the back of the fly. And this is just a plain old, this will be just a plain old clouser, nothing special. You can take some weight. I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little extra weight, even though these particular bead chain eyes are pretty dang heavy. But add a little copper wire to them, because I don't like using lead, even though lead adds a lot more weight. I'm going to just take that back. I'm going to run that thread back to the front. I'm going to wrap it around an eyeball. I'm going to swing my thread holder here so I can get a nice, real pretty wrap job on this. This is when a rotating vise really comes in handy. And that's just one layer of copper wire just to give it a little more weight. It doesn't add much weight. It's not very heavy. That. Now we're going to go over and tie this stuff in. I'll go back to the back, just so I get a nice smooth body. Lately I've been leaving it copper colored, and helicopter the excess off. That's from Mainly Flies. I don't know if you've seen any of their stuff. They got good videos. Good instruction, real quick. It's done in a short format, vertical format, which I don't really care for. Alright, so we're going to bring that thread back to the back, give it a good bit of twist. We're going to tie in the tail. There's a marabou feather. Generally I like to keep them sparse, and I don't mind making them a little shorter as opposed to longer. Alright, run that to the front. I want to build up this head a little bit with this feather and give myself a little bit more body. Now, once you got that done, you're almost through the fly. Matter of fact, you could just cover that body. But I'm going to put in a strand of blue flash. Now the blue is because my buddy J-Mo, he makes a magical clouser, and he puts a couple of strands of blue flash in his Clousers, and he usually tops them with gray, white or gray deer hair, but I don't currently have any deer hair. I've used it all up. So that's going to be on the bottom of the fly. These things run hook up. That's the intention anyway. So I'm going to make sure these two strands stay at the bottom of the fly. I'm going to take the other excess, and this is probably more flash than what I really need. We'll take those and wrap them and take out your thread. Roll your thread back up. Alright. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That way I got 4 strands. Cut these right about the same length as the marabou. That's shaping up real nice. And you can make a bunch of these things in an hour. I've already got hundreds of them made. Of course, no two are exactly alike, but that's just a problem I've always had. Okay, now I need to figure out what I need to top it with. Now, I have various supplies I could use. Let me see if I can't find any deer hair in all my mess. Hang on just a second. Okay, I can't find any deer hair or bucktail, but I do have some artificial stuff. So I think I'm just going to take this artificial stuff, cut me a little piece of it. One thing is it's nice and straight. So I'm just going to cut a little bit of that off. And here it is. See how nice that looks? Spin this around. But before I do that, I'm going to put in a little ice dub. I'll just take a little pinch of this stuff to give that body a little flash. I'm going to dub it around my thread, which I probably should put it inside the thread, but that's alright. Oh damn. I didn't secure my camera very well, did I? Come on, focus on the thing. There we go. Okay, now we got some dubbing going here. Run it back. Back forward. It's just a little bit, and the tan thread I think is helpful. So, once you get that done, I've got my flash, I got my marabou. Now I'm going to put my synthetic yellow deer hair. And we'll make it extend back just so far. If it's sparse, it don't matter. Matter of fact, I prefer them to be very sparse. I can't tell you how many times after you've caught, 10, 12, 14 fish off of a Clouser and there's hardly anything left of it, it works better. It just works better. It's the dangest thing. Stuff back, get that out of the way, doing a little cleanup work here. And I'm going to build up that head just a little, and we'll do a whip. I've kind of gone to the tan thread a lot. You can see this is floss, because you got to spin this bobbin to get this stuff to hold together. Luckily it's easy to do. And before I do my final finish, I'm going to spin that so it sticks together and do one final wrap. And this Clouser would be good for a whole lot of things, mostly bass. I'm going to take one little old dot of super glue. One advantage of the real bucktail is that it tends to be buoyant, and this stuff is not. But this fly has enough weight built into the body that it ought to run hook up just like it's supposed to. Perfectly good clouser. Whether or not it'll catch fish is kind of dependent a lot on the fish that day. They may kill it and they may just ignore it completely. Pretty nice fly, a little bit weighted. And if I think it's got too much flash, well, you just pull the flash out, which that very well may have too much flash in it. That's a good fly. Easy to tie, quick tie, and off you go. All right, thanks for watching. Y'all be good. Bye.